Mike Pence appeared on CNN with Dana Bash to discuss a number of different things. He's obviously running for president. And one moment caught my eye that was it was just taking logic and picture logic being a person, and then this is what Mike Pence is doing, brutally abusing it, or abusing this hypothetical logic person. Okay, went off the rails there. And Mike Pence just absolutely inhumanely treated logic in this clip I'm going to show you. Take a look.
Last question about this, because this is so personal to you. And when I say this, I'm talking about the potential for violence. Donald Trump said this week, talked about how his supporters might react if he is charged and faces potential jail time.
I think it's a very dangerous thing to even talk about, because we do have a tremendously passionate group of voters, much more passion than they had in 2020 and much more passion than they had in 2016. I think it would be very dangerous.
So there, he's getting asked about the fact that Trump, in talking about, to be accurate, when I went and watched that audio clip, still incredibly dangerous. He was talking about pretrial detention, being jailed in preparation for the trial and the build up to it, and then saying that my passionate followers will make things dangerous. It's just a threat. He's just threatening. It is so incredibly dangerous. He is the danger because of that type of rhetoric, not some force outside of his control. But continuing.
Does that kind of rhetoric worry you?
Well, it doesn't worry me because I have more confidence in the American people and in the people in our movement. Look, it was one of the things that infuriated me on January 6th with what I saw, people ransacking the Capitol. And
So we'll watch more of this. But so far, you have him getting asked about a guy who previously provoked people into violence, now provoking people, it seems, again into a situation that could get violent, or playing coy with the idea. I don't know. Yeah, provoking. And he says, no, I'm not concerned, and that's not dangerous language, because I have faith in the American people, which sounds good on a bumper sticker. But what does that mean when you're talking about a guy who already did the thing that we're scared about happening again? A group of Americans did the thing that then he brings up, which makes the logical situation he's in even more absurd, because he points to the very event that disproves what he's saying. Hey, you know how your former boss said a bunch of things, said a bunch of lies, and people ended up attacking the Capitol? Yeah, now he's saying a bunch of things, saying a bunch of lies. Are you scared that might happen again? No, because I have faith in the American people, and that's part of why I was sad when they got violent. But they're not going to get violent again because I have faith in them, and that's why I was sad when they got violent. Whoa, brain malfunction.
Engaging in violence against law enforcement officers, Dan. I think that I would say not just the majority, but virtually everyone in our movement are the kind of Americans who love this country, are patriotic, or are law and order people who would never have done anything like that there or anywhere else.
But you just brought up January 6th. They did it, Mike, and you were being threatened. They were chanting, "Hang Mike Pence." What? And then you reference that event to prove a point about how people won't do something like that. The same movement being referred to, and the same guy leading the movement being referred to. And you're referencing those two things to prove that the thing they did won't happen. I need a glass of water.
So I have more confidence in the American people than that. I hear my former running mate's frustration in his voice, but I'm sure the American people will respond in our movement in a way that will express, as they have every right to, under the First Amendment, to express concerns that they have about what they perceive to be unequal treatment of the law. But
I'll say it again. But Michael Pence, if that's his full name, is the archetype for a politician made in a lab. You know, Dana, I don't know what I'm saying, really, because I have faith in the people that did the bad things, that they won't do the bad things Again, thank you. Mike Pence for America. Be a real expressive human. Wacky. So there's that. Whatever that was, that word salad gobbledygook of an answer. And this is why people say Mike Pence is such a coward, and no longer can he be respected. The amount of respect that he got from liberals for doing the correct thing on January 6th, absolutely. It was his constitutional duty, but he did it. Good. Didn't go along with his foreign boss. Good. But he's lost all the respect that he sort of got for doing that, because he's followed that up with just a moment of cowardice after a moment of cowardice. And it's hard to unsee that. And that's what he will be, in my mind, remembered for. Because not only was he not at all critical enough of Trump after January 6th, where Trump threatened his life and sat back and didn't do anything, but also he has moments like this. He just falls in line and doesn't speak out against Trump's legal troubles, meaning he doesn't admit that indeed Trump's not a victim of political persecution, but instead is being held accountable for, under the law, his violations of the law. And stuff like that, where he doesn't want to clearly say, obviously that's worrying, dangerous language, and he shouldn't say that. He shouldn't say, it'd be really dangerous if I ended up in jail because of my passionate followers. Come on, be honest for a second, Mike Pence, and have the correct analysis on that. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before all the clips are able to be uploaded to the YouTube channel, plus get the bonus show on the weekends, you can do so by going to lukebeasleyshow.com/membership. That's lukebeasleyshow.com/membership, and there's a link in the description.